All right, back we go in the market. Unbelievable morning, Tuesday, February 16th. Small caps are back on fire. SCKT, Socket Mobile, unbelievable. Right now, this is up 650%. Right now, yeah, this time. This move was incredible. You want to see this in small caps. You want to see, as I'm looking at trade ideas to my right, you want to see these heat up. You want to see 100%, 200% gainers. You can see the chart right here. This is incredible home run. And let's start off why. Break it down to the basics. 4.68 million float, give or take. 17.79 million market cap. Socket Mobile stock rockets more than a 13-year high after unveiling Dura Sled scanner for iPhone 12. Market watch. 6 a.m. See, that was 10:44. You want to get news as quick as possible. If you really want to pay for news, I think Benzinga Pro is one of the best. 557. Socket Mobile surges on release of iPhone 12 barcode scanner. The Street launches first enterprise grade scanners for Apple iPhone 12 series. That was a PR Newswire. So that's what it is. Now, you put this together. This was, we'll say 5:57, 6 a.m. Okay. They can release news anytime, after hours, 4 a.m. So you have a low float, number one. You have news, number two. You have early morning, which is always good, which can lead the rest of the day like this. That's three. You have, day traders getting out in the morning. They're looking at stocks to trade. That's four. Everyone jumping on it. Momentum, that's five. And you have a good chart, which is six, which, see, this started low to high. Remember I said if a stock starts gas up too much to here, it won't run. Look where this started. This is where my screen is right here. I have my stochastics volume. It started low. When you start low, you have a better chance to go high the rest of the day. You have a middle play. It can go here down or here up. A high play can go down, bounce, go down, bounce, and it can go up and try to reach that level, but most of the time it will fail. So you have a low to high move. So that's six altogether. Um, that's basically it. So you look for them things in the market. The stock too. The stock price is pretty low. So it's not, a $50 stock. It's low. You can get in. So liquidity's good. Volume's heavy. So all them factors add up. And then to look at the chart. Let's go to the 3 minute. 3 minute right here. First candle. What do you see in this chart? You see nothing back here. No crazy up and down moves. So, this start to open was at 6 a.m. 4 line, 7 a.m. Now, I don't trade anything before 7. IV trade opens at 7, I believe. I don't even like to trade 7 to 8. I like to sit see what the stock's doing. So after 8, I will look at the move. And this came up, each line. So I saw it touch the 6 line and then bounced up 8 line. And here it is right after 8 a.m. I'm saying, what is this doing here? Yeah, mark your line right here to the high. So look at this. It's an ascending triangle. The low's getting higher and you get it break above that level. And look at your 13 EMA. That's very smooth, very strong. And this was another case. Look for specifically in the candles. This wick tried to go through this 1320 EMA. Didn't work. Bounced right back up. Right back strong. And then off we go to the next level 10. Looks like a halt. Near 14 and came back strong. And then broke out through 12 all the way to 26. Now, there's a few different things in here. I don't use the 1 or 2 minute. Very rarely on stocks. Just say like this, the stock, this was like a 1 minute chart. You can see really clearly if you're like scalping or trading very fast. I don't like that. I like longer moves. So I'm looking at 3, 5, and 10 minute. All right, so this is the 3 minute. Now you go to your 5 minute. Yeah, it's looking even better. It's looking even cleaner. And look at the candles too. Every chart, every day, it's like it's different personality. So you have right here, these candles are all like in line, symmetrical. There's nothing crazy. There's nothing. See, you getting up here, you're starting to get really like big candles back and forth. Everything's in line here. There's nothing, strange going on with this. So this moves to 8. And look at this right here. Another, just put your line right here and breaks above 10. We come back. You can see how it's hugging this 1320 EMA. It went a little bit below. That's fine. Don't freak out if it goes a little bit below. Then the 10 minutes, even better. Look at the 10 minute. 10 minute has been key. It's like in between, your higher time frames, the lower, you sort of get a great view. So this goes to 4, 6, and look at this 8 right here. Right here, you see this? Your 13 is so smooth, and your 20 EMA. It's like you're going up a roller coaster, you could say. Look how strong it is. It's like it's not going to just like break here and go down. Just strong, and then it sort of bent sideways a little bit of bend because your price was coming down. But that's why you have one support, two support. If they cross over, and this crosses over this, the 13, then it's negative. But sometimes it is an EMA exponential moving average, so it is um, it's delayed. The price is going to move. This is going to catch up with the price. See it right here? It's not above it. All right, so you see this. You see this little cup breaks above 12. This takes off. But the main thing you see in this chart is it's never a short. Longer term, if you're playing a 1-2 minute, yeah, that could be a short. Look at this right here. 13th. Now it's smooth. It's completely smooth, and we go up. So probably the 15 minutes even better. Yeah, look at this. 15 it's a home run. Incredible. Wow. So right now it's up 714%. Pretty amazing. And look at your, after 7 years here, look at your line to line. Now, if you bring this line tight, it's really tight. $1 line, I don't think you can play this. I mean, you can if you want, but this takes up. This will rip through that little line. It's too small, so you got to widen it. $5 way too big. $2. There you go. It's wide enough, not that small, and that does the trick. So, $2 line. You're playing. For me to stop would have been 6. I mean, it can be a higher stop mentally. I'm just looking at that, and it just takes off. There's just no sell here. Get in early. And that's why pre-market is always like the tough. It's like 50-50. Get in pre-market, sometimes it works, but it has to be the right stop too. Just because something's moving, this had all 6 criterias. It had the low float, it had the news, it had traders jumping on it early. Really good news. It was released early, started to grind. Traders all looking at this. And just grinds up here. Look at this grind, nice candles again, then we take off. So yeah, this is a great home run trade. You want to look for low to high moves. 13 over 20 EMA with low float. Hey, some low floats will just go like this, big candle up, and that's it. This is still going. This could go to 30, 35. It could go near 50. I mean, anything's possible. And, the different buying points too, like going back to pre-market, you can get an 8 here. Make sure there's good volume. There's good enough volume. Look, it's 1 million. Compared to this is like 10 million. But yeah, you don't just get in pre-market if it's bad moves. It's like looks shady, it looks the volume isn't there. But so let me see here. 8, just look at different points in the 10 minute. I mean, see that wick 2, they came right back. On this one, you could play. You have high day break right there over 1266. This comes down. Your buy zone 2 over 12. Different buy zones. The 5 minute. Looking at different areas. When this came back, you can either play it here. You're buying this low, or just waiting for it to go up. Different ways you can play things. Because you had this 13, 16, then buy it right here at this 12 level. Wait for the wraparound again. There's different ways you can look at it. So I like to play the line. See here, I know I've lined in support here, and then, well, this one, see, that's why the 13 EMA was sort of like wrapped in between it, but it didn't matter. You're probably just playing this 10 line here. If you bought at 12, although I wouldn't have bought at 12. I'm just saying here. If you buy here, yeah, I guess you have to wait for it. You don't want to get down here. That's why it depends what you're trading on, which time frame. Probably would have let it just go back and forth here, see what it does, and then put a buy here at 12. See the 3 minute. Yes, 3 minute came down, then came up right at that 12 level, then took off. 10 minute. See, 10 minute, these candles drifted here, here. What's this low here? 1026, 1042. And then eventually, what was this? 1188. Didn't reach 12. This thing's still going at 31. Right here at 12. So, you put out a line right here. And then what do you have here? You can see this grinding up here, try to get through. It's bouncing back. That's why it's tough to play the lines in between. It's too small. You can't see that. So see the support. You could have even went to 10. If this went down to 10, that's a buy. And then right here, right at that 12 level, so that's another buy. So here, your low to high. Right here is about, I get above here. I don't want to buy. It's too high up for me. All right, so that's SCKT. There's a LKCO. I talked about this. Lucon Technology channel. Look at this, back and forth, 50 cents one, takes off. Look at the volume down here. Stair step to heaven volume. This thing explodes up. Where's the next stop on this? This could go all the way to 550. Another killer move. See, this was another one, low to high. It sort of went up, then it faded back. Draw your line right here. If it breaks above this line, right there at 2, right there, you're buying at the 2 line. And back and forth. It's going to, throw some fake candles and this takes off. There's another good long. KBNT, this is a crazy chart. This is a halt. You want to stay away from a lot of weird action. See, this is too weird. Up, look at this. Throws in a candle. No good. SOS. Another one I mapped out. See this 4, back and forth, back and forth. Another explosion. Look at the volume down here in these stocks compared to everywhere else. The volume's just exploding up. It's incredible. This is one of them. Low to high. You have high day break right here at 10. There it is. Quick move. This was a short, ALJJ. See, this is the good example here. This moved up early and then spiked again. Really big move up. So this made a move. It made 150 move to 425, came back. Is it going to go up here again? It could, but then it fades because the move was so strong and a few candles, it burns itself out. TRCH, Torch, choppy but going up. MYT. See, this one was an early pre-market. Another one faded. They're sucking in longs here. It's not a great long. XIN popping up. This is WBAI. 4:35 a.m. See, this is way early in the morning. This goes up, straight up from like 20, then goes sideways, and then fades. Like, how's it going to open then? That's the thing. After it made this move, is it going to get like 60 here? I mean, 99% of the time it won't. So that's what happened with that. Too early of a move. AGTC, this is a very good long, strong here. Another one is either have your line here, you can draw it sideways, and there it goes, breaks above. Choppy. Talked about can right here. Look at this. Another one. Rolling ascending triangle, low getting higher, eventually breaks, and volume comes in. This is a beast. It's momentum. Once they start rolling like this, you get a candle, then it's explode up. BLCT. This is interesting to learn too. When you see this hammer try to go through the 1320 EMA, look at this. It goes right back up. That's a long. Right back up. 16, then goes at near 1950. PXS, pyramid. This goes straight front side and back side. There's your wicks here. Sava continues. Found support right here at 50 level. $9 move. Just going down the list here. And pretty much your top 5, top 10 will give you either a long or short trade, however way you play it. And you got a list down the list, but the main movers, people are looking at the top movers. It's like, it's that simple. XNet, little wick to the bottom, bounce right up, right at this 8 line. You don't need a lot of size too, or money too. On Socket, you could have had 200 shares. You're making over $2,000. Don't be fooled with size. Really, these stocks anywhere from $1 to $10, that range. You don't need a lot of size. Going down the list, Tiger. Look at this. All right, this is still going. SCKT, Socket Mobile. Stocks are up today. 87, S&P. Dow Jones 87, S&P plus 397, NASDAQ minus 17. So, the main things you look for, you have to be prepared in the morning. Wherever you are, I'm in East Coast, you have to get up 4 to 6 a.m., I would guess. Whatever your schedule is. Take time to look at these stocks. Don't just rush to get up and rush into a trade. Just like this. This was 6 a.m. You have to trade this at 6 a.m. Trade it, whatever. I say after 7 at least. 9. Look for the pattern. Look for the chart. This chart is so smooth and clean. There's no crazy candles up and down, halts. I mean, there's halts, but the higher level, you don't get big wicks up and down. It was a controlled move, low float. It took off. And the chances are when a stock's low, like I said, low to high, when it starts low, you have a better chance to go high. So, all right. So the moves you're looking for, number one, low float. Low float, what is that exactly? There's micro floats or nano floats under 1 million. It's hard to say exactly low float what people mean exactly. I would say under 10 million, really pretty low float. You're looking for news early. That's 2. 3, preferably one in the morning, not too early, like 4 a.m., because the move will be made. So around that 6 a.m. is pretty good. Or after, that's 3. You want traders to get on it, day traders, all kinds of traders to jump on that's 4. And you want the news to be strong, that's 5. It's got to be strong news. Sometimes it doesn't matter what a low float. It's 5. And you want the chart set up to look, pretty good. Just because it's a low float, like, what's the other one here? Like, look at this, MYT. I don't know if they had news, but, look at the move. Okay, it's moving. It's pretty low float. And it moves early, just straight up. See, this was a straight up. Look at these candles. These candles are massive. And it fades, makes a little bounce. This isn't a nice controlled move. This is. Look at these small little candles. That's what you want. You can see it in the chart, basically. You'll identify the charts. All right, so that's it for this video. Working on my channel right here. All right, that's it. So another pre-market move. And pretty much the best moves, people say, I've heard 9 to 11:30. I would say 8 to 11, 8 to 11:30. That's you're going to be your most volatile action. And then after that, 11 to 2. I've heard 12 to 2. At 2-ish is lunch, a little slow. You get lunchtime movers, pretty much less volume. Then after 2 is your after lunch, movers through the day. It'll start picking up for the next day. So that's it. All right, please subscribe to Mike Heyman Trades. Appreciate the support. Leave comments about stocks, questions, any information. It's all good. Twitter, Mike J Trades. TikTok, Mike Frank III. Instagram, Mike Frank 98. Stock Twits, Mike Heyman Trades. I have a Patreon set up. There's all these videos take a lot of time. I haven't done any videos on it. I might put videos on there. If you want to donate $5, it helps the channel grow. Support definitely. All right, that's it. We'll be doing videos later today. Peace, everybody.